So I had to laugh. I saw a tweet where somebody referred to Big 12 legend Oscar Robertson. And of course, we're talking about the Big O, who played his college basketball and played in the pros in Cincinnati when Cincinnati had an NBA team, the Cincinnati Royals. But so in all seriousness, obviously all four of these new Big 12 schools have a rich, athletic history in a lot of sports. And so this is always a kind of a fun thing to do. But if you were picking, Joseph, if you're picking a Houston Mount Rushmore, who are the four people on that? Jason, you do UCF, and John, I'll let you handle Baylor. So Joseph, I'll start with you.
Well, if we're not including coaches, or I might include coaches in my number one's got to be Carl Lewis.
Sure.
I mean, you can't go wrong there. Number two for me would be Olajuwon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hakeem, not
Hakeem, that dream, baby.
Third, I would probably still stick with basketball and go with Elvin Hayes.
Yeah.
And then, you can make a case, put Andre Ware on there as the Heisman winner. If I only went one basketball and included a coach, I'd probably go with Bill Yeoman.
Yeah.
The father of the inventor of the veer, or you could go Guy Lewis. So player wise, I think you're safe with that. Lewis, some combination of Lewis, Olajuwon, and Big E.
Yeah. Those are some pretty good ones.
And you're still leaving some guys off. You're leaving Drexler off.
Leroy Burrell.
So, there's been a few, but those are the direction that I would go.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, Jason, how about you? Top that.
I don't think I can. I'm going to stick with four football players. I'll give you a coach. I know you asked for four. I'm going to give you four football players. I'm going to give you a basketball and another coach just for fun. Dante Culpepper. I think a lot of people maybe don't realize, the modern fans don't realize that he went to UCF and really put UCF on the map. Recency bias, maybe I would say, but I think UCF fans would agree. Shaquem Griffin, his story and what he did to, really put UCF, and a teammate of his, Mackenzie Milton. I know he's at FSU right now, but he was one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football when he was healthy before he injured his leg. And then Baylor fans might not want to hear this next name, Blake Bortles, right? Blake Bortles. And for my coach, I would say George O'Leary, probably another name they don't want to hear. But those four, Blake Bortles, Mackenzie Milton, Shaquem Griffin, and Dante Culpepper are my four. And then if I had to pick a basketball player, Taco Fall, the big man.
Yeah.
I was about to say, you might have some restrictions on the stone used for Taco. You may not be able to get him on there.
No, he's going to have his own mountain.
That's great.
Mount
Taco Fall. That's one of the all-time best names for sure. And still in the NBA. So, Johnny, who you got for Baylor?
Okay, I'm just going to go with players. I think they get too controversial if you throw in coaches. Okay, RG3.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody argue with that. Michael Johnson.
Yep.
Olympian, gold medal winner. Brittany Griner.
Yeah, you got to put
40-0 record.
You're 3 for 3. I agree with all these.
Okay, here's a new addition. Jared Butler.
Ooh, now
first team All-American, MVP of the NCAA tournament, national champions.
Yeah.
No Singletary.
I would have put Singletary over.
Singletary is hard to leave out. Yeah.
And if I'll give you the four Baylor coaches if there was a coach's Mount Rushmore. Okay. It would because we kind of did this once. We had like an all-time Baylor athlete bracket that we let readers pick, and we named each of the regions after coaches. And so those four were Clyde Hart, one of the great track coaches in history, Coach Michael Johnson, Coach Jeremy Werner. So it's got Olympic gold medals in addition to national champions, but Grant Taft, you got to go Grant Taft. I think you've got to go Kim Mulkey, and you got to go Scott Drew. I mean, that's four pretty good coaches.
Can't argue that, any of them.
Yeah, and so that was fun. Good stuff. Yeah. Well, guys, we're looking forward to seeing y'all here whenever that is, 2024, 23, whatever that is. We'll see you around at some of these games, but certainly we thank you for joining us and giving some of your expertise.
Texas Monthly came out with that barbecue list this past weekend.
Baby.
There's a few Houston places on there. So
there's a Waco spot on that list too.
I saw.
Yes, barbecue, good stuff. So yeah, Jason, you got to give us what's the best place before we leave here to eat in Orlando. Doesn't have to be barbecue.
Yeah, no, I mean,
that sports writers can't afford.
And it can't have a Disney Mickey Mouse ears thing in front of the door or anything.
Oh man, then I don't know. I mean, I was gonna say this little place called Disney World probably is your best bet if you want an all-around experience. There's some pretty good spots by UCF campus though. I would, if you want some really good pizza, Lazy Moon is the place to go right off campus, I would say.
Okay,
Cool.
that sounds
All right.
good. Cool. We're down for pizza.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thanks again so much, and again, we'll see you down the road.
Thank you.
Anytime, guys.
Guys,
All right.
thanks.